record. Hello, I'm back. It is Introduction to Engineering Design. This is 1.3.4, part 2 of this procedure. What I had just done was this, yes, I had just done that, and I was following, whoops, yeah, here's the instructions, or here's the instructions that I didn't read, and then here is the actual object I was trying to create, and then I created that object. And so now, the next step here, part 2, by the way, there's instructions on how to do it. You know, I did not look at any of those instructions. And so now what it's telling me is to constrain. We did an assignment recently about constraints, which was actually a pretty beautiful thing, because you can make your object and your sketch very, very sloppy, but then you can clean it up and make it look right. So sloppy is sort of the way to go, the way to start. And then use constraints, which I'm about to do, to make everything go where it needs to go. And just saying that just now made me a little bit nervous. Okay, so I'm just looking at the, I'm just looking at the, what is that, a pentagon? I'm just looking at the pentagon right now, which is not positioned where they specify. And it looks like I need to position one of the edges flat and parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 0.5 inches. So I'm just going to try that, just see what happens. All right. All right, that's a little nervous now. I used the corner for my origin, so this is not quite right, and I'm a little nervous now. I'm gonna do something. I'm going to make a construction line. You know, I'm gonna make a construction line. How do I get back in the sketch? Edit sketch, sketch. Is there an edit sketch? Oh, there we go. Edit sketch. Okay, now I'm gonna make a line, and I want it to be a construction line, and I want that line to go. Notice it's snapping right through. Okay, turn off construction line. I forgot to do that before. And so because of that, I'm going to be able to use that. They used the x-axis. I'm off of the x-axis by 2 inches, so I did it that way. Anyway, who cares? I'm going to make this to this. I'm going to make, okay, that's weird. That didn't work. All right, but I can't do the ½ inch yet until I get some parallel action going on here. What if I do this? What does that do? What is that? Oh, that's nice. That did something. All I did there is I forced that one side to go horizontal, which I guess does what I want. And then I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to make that, what was it, 0.5? 0.5? Did anything happen? Okay, yes. That's good. And then the position of it, we already specified the pentagon, the number of sides, because it's a pentagon, there's 5. And then the distance from the center of it to the edge. We've got that. But now we've got to, what do we have to do? We already forced it to be horizontal on this edge. We forced it to have ½ inch here. And then we now need to force it to have its center on that construction line. I'm not sure how to do that. We need to, there's another construction line. Oh, there's a vertical construction line. I'm going to make that now. I'm going to make a line, and it's going to be a construction. It's going to be right there, I guess. All right, that's pretty good. And what was I trying to do? I was going to constrain the center of that to that line, and I don't know how to do that. Okay, constraints. What is that? Coincident? What if I do that? Coincident? If I do that to that, nothing happened. Error. Okay, a little nervous. A little bit nervous. I need to make that go on that line. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something, which is probably not the way to do it. Okay, I'm going to do something stupid, like super stupid. Okay, see that? This is not the way to do it, but I'm just going to try it. Adding this dimension will overly constrain. Choose OK to create. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Oh, it can't. It's overly constrained. That's what that means. Okay, so I have to detach it from that dashed line. I think detach it from the dashed line. Okay, when I made this in the first place, I put it on that diagonal line. And it won't let me take it off of that diagonal line. So how do I remove that constraint? I have no idea, by the way. We can undo. Undo is your friend, everyone. Always undo when you don't know what to do. Undo that. Oh, redo that. Okay. How do I unconstrain? How do I unconstrain? I don't know what that is. What is that? And I zoom in, it doesn't get any bigger. Okay, what do I do? How do you remove a constraint? Constraints? Okay, that's not an option. Inspect, I don't know what that means. Okay. What if I grab it, try to move it? Okay, doesn't want to move. What if I just delete this? How about that? I want, make this go away. I already specify, I constrained this side of the pentagon to be horizontal and therefore parallel to this. And then I constrained the distance from this midline horizontal to this edge. I constrained it. That's all successful. But now what I want to do is I'm going to take this thing and the center of it and constrain it so it exists on that line. But it's already constrained to the diagonal line. So I have to detach it from this line and then constrain it to this line. And I don't know how to do that. But now I'm just going to try something because I don't know what to do. I'm going to delete. Is there a delete there? Why do I not see delete anywhere? Escape, escape. Whenever something's not working, just press escape over and over. Delete. Okay, boom, it's gone. It can't be constrained anymore, right? It can't be constrained. It can't be, oh, there we go. Okay, now it's snapping to that position, but does that equal a constraint? And do I care? Okay, let me try this again. What if I do that? Nothing happened. What if I do that? Okay, it's got to be, right? It's got to be because of the constraint business. All right, so there. I don't care. It worked. It looks like it's supposed to do. Cam and Kamal, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's whatever works. Okay, so that took a while. So now I want to constrain this one to be on that line, which I think it already is, and then 0.5 inches from the center to that top horizontal edge of my rectangle. Okay, so let me look at this again. And it does look like it has to be parallel to the edge. Okay, how do I do that? There's a couple of ways I can do that. What is that? Equal? What is that? Parallel? I could do that to that. See, that's nice. That's nice. And then the dimension, 1/2 inch from the top edge to the center, 1/2 inch. This to here, to there. I need that to be 0.5. See, this is good. It's working. Oh my God. Now another one. Okay, this one looks like it has to be constrained to the corner and on that line, but I don't quite understand why it's sort of cocked like that. And it is 1.25. Sam, I'm going to change it just because it's there to prove that I can do it. But I don't quite understand why it's in that sort of cocked position. Why it's in that cocked position. I don't know. So I'm just not going to worry about it, I guess. But what I am going to do is, constrain coincident. I'm going to do this to here. All right, that's not quite right. What do I do about it? I don't know what to do about it. Can I make an angle? Can I do this? Can I do that? And can I make it like 10? Hey, oh my gosh. Wait, how did you do that? Let me show you. I have a question from a student, and because I'm a teacher, I'm going to answer it. And the answer might actually be correct and useful. Okay, let me see here. What I did, Sam, I don't know if you can, Yanni, can you see this on your screen? I mean, if you wanted to. Okay, what I did, let me go back another step. What I did is I had this 1.00 triangle that we made before, remember? And so now by looking at this, I see that it needs to be constrained into that corner and it needs to be 1.25. So let me do that first. It needs to be constrained and coincident, I think is what I learned that means. Coincident there. So it's constrained to the corner and nothing's happening. And press escape a couple times. And I'm going to make that 1.25. Okay. And I'm going to dimension again, except this time you're like, oh, you're dimensioning that line? No. Oh, you're dimensioning that line? No. I'm doing the angle between them. And I don't know what this angle is, that little tiny angle. I don't really understand why it's there and why it's not specified, but I'm going to make it, I think I made it 10 before. I'm going to make it 5. So it's a real skinny little angle. Nothing happened. I'm going to make it 5. So it's a real skinny little, still nothing happened. All right. Oh, there. Okay. So that kind of looks like it, right? It kind of. I'm happy with that. So I think this is another good stopping point in part 2 of the recording. That was 50 minutes long. You sat through 50 minutes of this. That's incredible. You could have watched 2 episodes of The Simpsons. So I'm going to finish the sketch, I guess. Take a screenshot or something of that. I'm going to come back to this one, and I'm going to stop the recording. And so what I like to say at this time is bye for now.